First day of the new training block. Got 16 weeks of commitment ahead of us. And commitment is one of those things that's binary. You're either in or you're out. You're committed or you're not. You do the work or you don't do the work. You cannot be half committed to the process. It's one of those things that it only works if you give it everything. The results, the returns, that's only possible if you completely commit to that process. And the payoff is huge. Every time I've succeeded at anything I've done these last few years is because I said, fuck it, and let's commit to that process and give it everything and not look back. And every time I've struggled with things or I've failed at things is because I haven't fully committed. But I tell you what, 16 weeks of commitment and hard work and sacrifice ahead of me. I know it's going to be hard, but it's something I'm so excited for because I know at the end of all that hard work is something special. It's the results you want, and you get that from doing the work you need to do. First run of the new training block begins. Becca, first to meet Johnny, how you doing?
Oh my god, this is so good.
That's the first to meet you, man.
You're in my vlog as well for today, by the way. Oh.
Hello.
Cannot be half committed to this. Can't dip your toe in the water and see if you like it. You're in or you're out. You're committed or you're not. That's it, there's no middle ground from now until last man standing. The difference between now and then is 16 weeks of commitment, of work and of sacrifice, and becoming the person at the end of those 16 weeks who can do something serious. Let's have it.
I don't need to fight to prove I'm right.
First one down. Come on. 8K, easy pace. Legs are feeling good. I've had about 6 weeks off hard training. Right now, the most important part of any training block at the start is looking at where your fitness is at, where your body's at, laying out what you need to do for the training. So we're meeting up with my coach Tommy later to go through what these next 16 weeks of training are going to look like. Our running, our cycling, our gym work, and then we're also going to get a VO2 max test done with my physio Luke at the running room just to see where things are at. Now VO2 max isn't that important for things like a last man standing race, but it's a really good measurement to see where we're at the moment, and then we can remeasure that over the course of the training block just to see how things are moving up, moving forward and progressing. Because at the end of the day, it's always good to see the hard work paying off over the short term. So seeing progressions, getting faster, moving better, increased volume, higher VO2 max, these are all little ways we can test how we're doing.
Every minute, we're going to go up 1 kilometre an hour. We're going to go until we either see a plateau in your VO2, so when you're watching the graph that goes through, we're at a point where you can't uptake any more oxygen. Sure. We hit that point, or if you feel like if it hits 9 out of 10, the pace gets too much. Yeah. Okay, cool.
And all the bros try for the curtain, try for cheddar, talk slow. She got a hat and all the ass is his asshole. She'll be a bobber to me. With a hairdo and those lipstick kisses, oh yeah, that's the right move. Let me feel like I'm the one who moves you.
I think 47.6.
Okay.
That's total there. As I said, it was cut a little short there, I think, from the quad, so I think he was still on the way up. Gradual increase, and you said it starts to spike, and then what we're looking for is if this starts to plateau. Yeah. We can see you were still on the way up.
Okay.
So still, so probably finish that final section.
That last set would have just met the level. So just a little bit under. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, man. It's baseline.
Okay, cool. Got the baseline here sorted.
And then we'll obviously get your training, get your build up, and see where it goes from there.
Alright, so we got a nice ceiling to get to.
That's it.
With the base, with the lower ground floor now. And yeah, the only way from here is up, which is always a good sign. So yeah, okay, sweet.
Good to have a starting point.
That number's done.
Pleasure, man.
Oh, man, thank you, buddy.
Right, so we know where the fitness is currently at. We've got the number. Now we need to figure out between now and April the 10th, 16 weeks time, what can we do from now to then to make sure we're in contention to absolutely smash this. And thankfully, we've got the right man here.
Good morning, team. How are we doing?
Buddy, yeah.
Let's go.
Tommy has coached me through some quite unique races and challenges the last few years. So 2023,
Run the lines.
run the line, and then 2024,
Run the capitals.
run the capitals. 25,
Last man standing.
last man standing 1, and then next year, last man standing
Number 2.
number 2. So it's our fourth like big build and block together. We've always worked quite well
Yep.
together. Like it's quite easy. Tommy just tells me what to do, and I just do it. And because it's
Yeah.
quite, nothing has ever been a unique race. Like we obviously ran and trained for things like marathons and that. Because of the size and scale of each of these projects, I've always had to just like massively rely on you to be like, I have no idea how to train for some of these things.
Yeah.
Like how to run all the tube lines of London or how to run across the United Kingdom. Like how do you train for something like that?
Yeah.
And I think it's quite nice because I put like a blind bit of faith in you. I just go, it's fine. If I just do what he says, it will be okay. And to be fair, it has been okay.
It has.
Everything's worked out quite nicely.
No, you really trusted me with the run the lines the first time round. And that was us both working out how to work with each other as well, because there is no set way to train for that. It's a very unique challenge.
Yeah.
And then through each process, we start to work out what's working well and what doesn't work well.
Yeah.
And I feel like this fourth time round now, we have a really good understanding of what does Johnny Davis respond well to. And I'm gonna put it all into practice. And then, we're getting better each time.
Perfect.
First training block, the goal is very much base training. It's just general fitness. At the moment, we're doing about 50 kilometers a week, and we're just gonna take it up bit by bit, around 10% each week. So in this goal, we really wanna take up the mileage, get the strength numbers up in the gym 3-4 times a week, lifting heavy. As we come into the second block, the key here, I want him doing 2 interval sessions a week, getting nice and efficient. Every 4 weeks, we're gonna do a deload. That's worked well for all his previous challenges. And after 3 weeks, you get to a point where fatigue's so high that we really need to bring it back down. It's still 16 weeks, like we don't wanna be peaking too early and we don't wanna burn out. So these deload weeks are really essential. Third and fourth block is where we really start thinking about how to prepare. So this is where we do the simulation runs. And very simply, we're gonna do stuff like on the hour, every hour, the same as the challenge, 4 miles. So block 3, we're probably gonna do our first one. We're gonna do a 6 to 8 hour simulation run. And in block 4, we're gonna really target this last one. We're gonna do 10 to 12 hours. And on here is a great chance to practice fueling, kit, and just thinking about exactly what we're gonna use on race day. By this point, we need to know exactly what shoes we're using, how many BPN gels we're using an hour. We want to get to a point with this maxing out the strength and cross training here.
Yeah.
And as we get into block 3 and 4, it's holding without losing it, right? So it might go from 4 gym sessions a week, it might be more 3. And by this point, we're just going to be ticking over with 2 strength sessions a week.
Yeah.
And just holding.
Do you think it makes sense to go higher mileages even from the start at all?
I think not, personally, because, I don't want to increase more than 10-15%. It gets very risky. And I think you can get a lot of the aerobic training from the cycling. We know from previous challenges, you go really well around that kind of 90 to 100 mark. And I've got to admit, like in previous challenges, we have tried to take it up above 100. And then that's when the niggles come. Like Johnny is a big guy at the end of the day. He's not going to be able to, he might not be able to do the 130, 140 Ks that other athletes do, but we know our strengths. Like, we know you're a strong athlete. We know on race day, if you can come into it healthy, you can compete with the best. I think a huge part of this is that overnight aspect. That's where a lot of people crumble.
Yeah.
I think we need to get used to that kind of overnight aspect. Okay. And it's a great chance to practice how much caffeine do you respond well to?
Yeah.
Stimulants. What is the best way to stay awake overnight?
I think maybe potentially even do some of these 12-hour simulations where I don't
Try without caffeine.
I don't cafe. I see if I can just see what it's like to fall asleep for 5 minutes on the floor.
Yeah. This is another thing. Last time we got to 24 hours. This time we're going for almost double that because it's going to be a lot cooler and we just want to, we want to go. So these are the things we need to practice a lot more is even just, can we do a nap in 5-10 minutes and working out?
Yeah.
Do you feel better? Do you feel worse? Reframing it back to you. What would be 3 things that you would change differently to what you did last year?
Completely change hydration.
Yeah.
Knowing how hot the
More?
way
more.
Yeah, early on, carrying water with me the whole time.
Yeah.
Have it in hands, constantly sipping from it. Not caffeine on the night one. Just take the chances when I'm still pretty fresh. And then the third would be, I think, a different attitude towards fueling.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really struggle. I think because of the heat element, I struggle with just getting food in or holding it in. The temperature won't be like it was this year. It's not like 40 degrees, but there's a chance it could be high 20s. If that's still considered that's still going to sap a lot of energy out of myself and everyone there. Obviously, we're in London.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah, this kind of specific block, we've got to really nail down on the heat.
We've set the apartment up. We've got the bike in here, the treadmill's coming in, the gym is around the corner. I'm not going anywhere until this race. Like I'm staying firmly here so I can just be consistent with the training. And again, I need to be focusing on having great sleep each night, go to bed early, waking up early, training really hard, and just training consistently and just seeing that progress week in, week out.
I think it's that classic going a bit monk mode. Last time you're traveling here, there, and then you lose a bit of specificity. Yeah, can't do the heat prep. And it's just, really locking in here, London. 16 weeks, we're going for the win. Let's go for the win. Come on.
I've got double days. We're doing running and lifting, which is most days when I've got hard runs and hard lifts. The desire's not always there to like push myself. I am feeling stiff doing these. But it's good. It's training under a bit of fatigue, which is nice. Very rarely in life when you're doing anything big or important or a challenge, are you going to be doing it fresh? Most of the time you're doing these things, you're under fatigue, so knowing how to push yourself when you're tired is so important, because it's less so how your body feels, it's more so what you're telling yourself in your head. Even though I feel fatigued, I'm just telling myself, I'm strong, I can do this, I lift this way all the time, and just get the sets done. Funny enough, even though it sucks, I feel a lot better afterwards. I don't know if it's worth it anymore.
We've got 16 weeks now until last man standing. Got a lot of work to do. I'm looking to do some pretty big numbers. Got 24 hours last year, 100 miles. This year, I got so much further to go. And the only way I'm gonna find that out and get there is committing 100% to this process I'm in right now. Kind of just saying everything else in my life. Just gonna leave you over there for a minute and I wanna get to work.